Listen up.
This just in.
All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
All right, well, we do want to give our condolences to the Miller family. Master P posted, "Our family is dealing with an overwhelming grief for the loss of my daughter, Tatiana. We respectfully request some privacy that our family can grieve. We appreciate all of the prayers, love, and support. Mental illness and substance abuse is a real issue that we can't be afraid to talk about. With God, we will get through this." And then he put the hashtag #MyAngel. And Romeo Miller posted a similar message as well. He said, "I'm forever grateful for the memories I did have with my amazing sister. Love on your loved ones. Life is short." She was also featured on Growing Up Hip Hop, and they did detail some of her struggles with them, recommending that she go to rehab. Her father and her brother Romeo were very supportive of her. Here's a clip from that program.
I feel like that trip really opened my mind to see how I would miss you the most, because you were always here for me, and I just thought that that trip stopped me from wanting to ever be in Hollywood scene with those celebrity friends. And I feel like I don't need to go to rehab. I feel like I could actually do good without rehab.
I mean, you say that, Tata, but on the serious side, I think we should get some professional help just to make sure you stay on track. So let's not say you don't want to go to rehab. I think you should at least try it, because I don't want you to go back to this.
That's horrible, man. Send the healing energy to the Miller family. Man. Losing a child, that's like you dying, Yeah. But yet you still breathing. So definitely sending healing energy to the Miller family, man. Wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, bro.
TMZ reported that law enforcement sources say paramedics arrived at a home in the San Fernando Valley at 2:30 a.m. Saturday, and that is where they found Tatiana Miller at the scene. And so, again, respect the prayers and the wish for privacy at this time.
Absolutely. Definitely condolences. And like you said, continue to pray for the family.
All right, now Dwayne Johnson's daughter, Simone, is facing some backlash, and that's ahead of her WWE debut, and that's because of her wrestling name. She changed her name to Ava Raine on Twitter Sunday. So that's The Rock's daughter, Simone. And I don't know why people should care what her moniker is, but some people feel like she should be more connected to her father. Somebody said giving Simone Johnson, the daughter of The Rock, a new name is completely nonsensical. We'll hold judgment until she debuts. But if WWE doesn't acknowledge her dad is The Rock, that's ridiculous. Now, Simone responded,
What?
I probably sound like a broken record, and hopefully this is the last I'll mention this, but I don't understand why people being portrayed as separate individuals from their family name is such a heated topic. A name doesn't discredit any prior accomplishments from any family. She said, I could build my entire career around my father and people would still bash me anyway.
Yeah, what you want her name to be? The Stone? The Boulder?
They were calling her Pebble.
But people know it's a daughter
The Pebble? The Pebble? Why would I want to be a Pebble?
Right.
First of all, that's disrespectful to call her a Pebble just why? Because she's a woman?
Stupid.
Like, who cares?
Call herself what she want to call herself. What you call her, The Rock
This
too?
is so
This
silly to me
stupid.
that she came up with a name that she likes and that people have an issue with it.
I thought it was another Reign in WWE already anyway, though.
All right.
Oh, yeah, Roman Reign, right?
Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Roman Reign. All right, now let's also, since we're talking about names, talk about Texas Longhorn legend Ricky Williams. The 1998 Heisman Trophy winner decided to legally change his name to Eric Moran. He talked about this on the Dan Le Batard show with Stu Gott, saying that he did it about a year and a half ago. He got married to his wife, Linnea Moran, so he got rid of the Williams and changed his last name to his wife's last name. Here's what he had to say.
An attorney, so she can handle herself, but I'm the famous one. And so she's kind of been used to being like the hot shot around her friends, and she comes around me, and then people kind of forget that she exists. Okay, so there's a kind of an imbalance in the relationship, and it shows up in our astrological charts. And so I started thinking, what are things that I can do to help create more balance in the relationship? And one of the ideas that popped into my mind was I can take her last name. And I think as far as something that I can do to create a level of security and like commitment and not just talking about things, but proving that, I'm here. And, I've found that that's been really powerful in creating ease and intimacy and trust in my relationship.
I don't think that's balance. I think balance would be to have both names, like have her name and then your name hyphenated.
But I've heard this before though.
Moran Williams.
When let's say a woman doesn't, if she's an only child and doesn't want her last name to end.
Yeah.
In that situation, I have heard that before.
That's my wife. My wife has that because she's the only child. Her father's only child.
So she wants her last name to continue.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. I want that too. I got 4 daughters. I don't have any sons, so I would like my daughter to have both names. I think people should have both names.
But he changed his last name. He didn't keep both.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say it's not balance. Balance would be what's his name? Moran Williams.
Right.
That's balance.
Well, it's what his decision was. And part of it is also he did say that he is not totally sure who his dad's father is, which is where the last name Williams came into his family. So he said it's one of those family secrets. Williams isn't really his last name. And so he said he finds more meaning in his wife's last name than the name Williams.
Well, that's different.
Also.
See, we got to have the whole context. That's
so
different.
that's why I was giving you the whole context with that. He said that, and then he also added that as well.
The truth be, because the balance would be keep both names.
Right.
Like my wife has both her last names. I want my daughter to have both their last names. That's where the balance comes into play.
But he also said he took an astrology class with his wife, and relationship imbalances showed up in their charts. And so, it's whatever she's happy with it, he's happy with it. And
so your daughter have 3 last names.
Why?
Because you said right now she'll have your last name and your wife's last name, and then when she gets married, it'll be that last name.
Maybe, but they don't. I mean, they don't have 3. They don't have 2 names now.
Oh,
so.
Well, that is your rumor report.
All right, thank you, Miss Ye. Now the People's Choice Mix is up next. 800-585-1051. Let me remind you, June 19th, Father's Day weekend, my car show. If you haven't got your tickets, I spoke to Trey this morning. I spoke to Lynn's Garage this morning. They on my ass, but we're going to have some fun, family fun. Get your tickets if you haven't got your tickets yet. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.